I was a 17-year-old kid, highly recruited Division I athlete, knew what I wanted to do with my life, knew I was going to run at the collegiate level, had hopes to run in the Olympic trials one day and potentially in the Olympics. And I had my life kind of planned out. I found myself injured, found myself in the OR, and eventually found myself losing a leg. My name is Jarryd Wallace. I'm 24 years old and I'm a member of the United States Paralympic track and field team. Current world record holder on the 4x100 meter relay, 3-time gold medalist, 3-time world record holder, and Rio 2016 Paralympic hopeful. There were many times where I was asking, why me? I was lost, I was confused, I was angry. Can't look to my successes or achievements or anything to be fully satisfied, and you got to a place where I just faced with the decision. I had to continue to live a life in pain and in hurt, or I could make the decision to have my leg amputated and move forward for my life. Can't imagine what my parents went through in those regards, but they were absolutely the rock, and my sister as well, just so supportive and so intentional, supporting me in the stages I was in, through the good stuff and through the bad stuff. There was definitely just so much strength that I got from them and from that, and I'm so blessed to have family and friends there to kind of walk through that stage. Found myself sitting on the couch a lot. I had 12 surgeries. One surgery I was on crutches for 6.5 months. Non-weight bearing, so had a lot of downtime. Some semesters I had to take off of school, so I kind of was sitting around a lot and decided to teach myself how to play the guitar. Play golf a good bit, and that's probably one of the major things I do with some of my guys I'm pretty close with. We'll go out and play around the golf or just go hit the driving range and hang out. I've almost been trying to find something that my leg won't allow me to do, and I haven't found it yet, so that's a good thing. Christ really redeemed me in my life. It's really where my mission I run for him came from, is no longer am I running for myself, but I'm running for the Lord. When people see me, obviously the first thing they notice is my leg's missing. There's obviously a lot of questions that go into that. It's not not every day you see an amputee sprinting or an amputee doing any type of elite training. People are curious. A lot of people haven't seen prosthetics before, and I try to carry myself pretty loose. People can tell it doesn't bother me, so they're more apt to come up and ask questions, and it's cool. It's definitely an easy conversation starter. Kind of transformed from being a distance runner to a sprinter. From a comparison standpoint, I think it's a blessing that I was a distance runner before and a sprinter now, because I don't have anything to compare it to. And I've re-fallen in love with track and field. There's so much science behind it that I didn't even realize, and I've really enjoyed learning the dynamics of track and field, of sprinting, and understanding more about how the body moves. Sure, training regimen, I would say I run 3 to 4 times a week. I lift 3 times a week, rehab 3 days a week, take 1 day off to fully recover. Being an athlete, it isn't just how fast you're running on training sessions or how much weight you're lifting. It's what you're putting in your body, how well you're recovering, how much you're sleeping. If you're anxious in certain events or things outside of the track are causing you to be anxious, you're not able to recover as well. Every day, train, as an elite athlete. But my purpose for training, it's to run fast and it's to be a good athlete, but more than anything, it's to have a strong mind. It's to be prepared for any moment, any conversation, or any given time that I have an opportunity to share my story and encourage and inspire others. That's a way bigger calling than any race I could ever run. I think every kid growing up has this dream of competing in the Olympics or representing their country. First day, I remember getting the phone call, sitting in my driveway in the car, and got the call from my coach and said, hey, congratulations, you just made the team. I ran a strong race and actually ended up breaking the world record in the prelims to make the finals and stand on a podium and sing your national anthem. Just really, really humbling. It's been an amazing experience. I hope to be able to continue to do it for a long time. Every Paralympic athlete has a story. Every Paralympic athlete has a different disability. And so there's a lot of uniqueness involved. The growth in awareness over the past couple years since London alone, people are starting to see Paralympians not for, poor person in a wheelchair or poor blind guy, but oh my gosh, it's absolutely phenomenal what these guys are doing and how able they really are. I'm definitely a different man now than I was before. I was a boy before, and now I have purpose. Now I know what my calling is.